Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of Slime Rancher! In the last episode, we finished pretty much everything. We finished everything that we had to do. We finished getting all of the plorts into all of the plorts that we're going to sell in the next episode into silos, and we finished getting the refinery for Puddle and fire plorts completely maxed out, and we're looking pretty good on new bucks as well, having over 1,130,000 new bucks, so that's pretty awesome. So in this episode, I'm just gonna take one last tour around my ranch, around the ranch and the world, and just kind of take in the scenery. Like, there's really nothing else to do. I want to end this by doing this and selling all those plorts that we were saving up to see how much we can make. So, yeah, I love these fire flowers. They are my absolute favorite. The fire flowers. The fire flowers. They're just so pretty, and I love the little embers that shoot from them, especially how they look at night. Oh, they're gorgeous. And then you got all these little slime lamps. Got the golden one right here next to my trophy and my mosaic Gordo and my golden Gordo. Gilda, which we named it. We named it Gilda. Gilda the golden Gordo. And if I remember correctly, I think the Overgrowth was the very first expansion I ever bought in this playthrough. I'm pretty sure it was. And it did not look nearly as good as it does now, because I hadn't bought the expansion for it yet. I had to buy the expansion for it in order for it to look as good as this. But yeah, oh my god, it looks amazing now. And there are so many hens running around. Oh, that's awesome. That's amazing. And, the Grotto was what I bought next, but I'm gonna look over here. Where my puddle slimes are. The docks. My little puddle slimes. All of my puddle slimes. Oh, and I forgot I put my extra one of the fire flowers over there. Yeah, we got a little pond, and I like how after you upgraded it, like you have this little staircase leading into this, so it's just a cute little pond for you to just sit and relax in. Oh, I never noticed this. It's a little trophy right there. Oh, that's cute. I never wound up using this. I never wound up using any of these. I never actually needed any of. I never wound up needing any of them. But yeah, I've got all these cool little additions, cool little things I added to the place to give it a bit more life. This still really has no purpose. You can't put anything down here. I still want to see another DLC, another update to the game, where they put a portal right here. And it leads to Thora's ranch. I want a DLC where we go help Thora. I want to help Thora with something. Like, I want a DLC where we can go help Thora get plorts for some other kind of, plorts from some other kind of slime. Like, she wears rubber gloves, so maybe some kind of electric slime. That'd be cool. So some kind of electric slime would be good, but she also wears a lot of clothing, so maybe some kind of ice slime also. That could work too. So either an electric slime or an ice slime is kind of what I'm predicting for Thora. And that's assuming if the game gets any more updates, because it hasn't gotten an update since Wiggly Wonderland was first introduced. And that was December 2019. It has not gotten an update since then. Well, it has not gotten a major update since then. There have been a few graphical updates since then, but we have not gotten a major update since Wiggly Wonderland in 2019. So the chances of it getting any more major updates are slim, but I really hope we get at least one more. I hope we get at least one more so we can go see Thora, because I really want to do some missions with Thora, because like she is actually a much more important character thanks to Hobson. Because like we know that he decided to go and like spend time with her, and just kind of live with her after he left his ranch, and then he mysteriously disappeared. And we don't know exactly why he disappeared. But yeah, like, them making an update where we got to spend time with Thor, that would be a great opportunity for them to expand on the lore of the game. And to kind of give us some clarity as to exactly what happened with her and Hobson. Exactly why he disappeared. Maybe get a hint as to where he went. So yeah. But in any case, yeah. And then this whole dock area, when I first got the docks, all this was destroyed. None of this was here. This was all destroyed. It was all just a broken down bridge. And now look at it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful docks. It's great. So, let's make our way back up here. I know I could use my teleporters to get back, but you know what? We're down to the last two episodes. We're down to the last two episodes of this series. I want to just take my time and run around. So let's go ahead and go to the Grotto. And yeah, in here, none of these were here. None of these little ceiling spikes were here when I first got the Grotto. It was all very barren. Even this was not. Even the fencing here didn't really look like this. It was a lot more destroyed than it is now. But yeah, now it looks awesome. It all looks so much better. It all looks so much better now. And then out here, we got the lab, which of course has changed immensely. Like, before when we got here, it didn't even have this. This part wasn't even here. It was just the building here. It was just the building. It was just the building here, and that was pretty much it. And then when we updated it, it got all of this stuff, all these all this extra stuff added when we updated it. It was really cool. And then, of course, we added a bunch of different decorations, technologically based decorations, which is awesome. I'm very proud of all this. So, there's my ranch. I'm gonna go ahead and show off the DLC areas too, because like we have spent quite a bit of time in those areas too. Mochi's Manor, where we have a bunch of chickens, bunch of painted hens, briar hens, stony hens, and hand hens all growing, which is great. That's awesome. And you know, it's a nice little area. It looks nice. This area does look very pretty. I do like the look of the area. I just hate the character associated with the area. I do not like Mochi. I still do not like Mochi. I do like how there's a bit of a like, maybe it's just me, but I get a bit of a Chinese aesthetic from this. A little Chinese Asian aesthetic from everything Mochi has, but like futuristic Asian aesthetic. It's really cool. It's a very interesting looking area. Like, it's kind of like something you would expect to see out of like something like what was that? Oh shoot! What was that old manga and anime? He recently got a movie. Alita. Alita Battle Angel. Like this gives me a lot of Alita vibes, because that was like, especially the manga. There was a lot of like futuristic Asian aesthetic towards the locations. They had a lot of like futuristic Asian aesthetics to them, and I really like that aesthetic. I think that aesthetic is very cool. What the heck are you doing outside the pen? Get in there. Mochi Manor, yeah. And here we have Ogden's Retreat. And Ogden honestly is the guy I like most out of all three of the DLC characters. He's the guy I like most. Of course, that's also because like I hate one of the other two, and Victor, I hate his mission. And so anytime I have to talk to him, it just kind of puts a sour taste in my mouth, because I'm just reminded of his mission. But yeah. The Wilds area is such a cool area. I love the Wilds area. I love Ogden's mission. I think it's such a cool mission, and Ogden is a pretty cool dude. He's a pretty interesting character. I like his stuff. And I like how his retreat very much resembles an area that you would expect to see in the wilds. Like, there is so much plant life around here. Like, the entire retreat just exudes nature. And I love that. I think that that's really cool. And it's also a really neat contrast. When you compare all three of the locations for all three DLC character places, because like here it's all nature. In Ogden's Retreat, it's all nature. Where in Mochi's Manor, she has some wildlife, as you can see with the tree. as you can see with the trees and the grassy area. But she also has a lot of futuristic technology. So it's nature and science kind of blended together into one. And then you get to Vector's lab, it's all science. There's no nature left. It's all just scientific enhancements. And that's really cool. It's really cool to see how each DLC continue to get progressively more and more scientifically advanced and science prone. I think that that's a really cool addition to. I think that's a really cool detail to factor in. But yeah, I really like. I really like that. Okay, just checking to make sure that everything is still exactly how much it should be. Nope, I need 3 of those. Alright. Well, I need 3 Tangle Plorts. Interesting. But yeah, I like Victor's lab. I think it has a really cool look to it. Victor is not a bad character by any means. He's a perfectly fine character. I just absolutely hate his mission. I hate it. I hate it so much. The simulation sucks. It takes way too long to make any sort of progress in the simulation. And you guys saw that. You guys saw how I spent, let's see, how many episodes did it take? 3 or 4 after coming back from it? And after coming back from it, I had already spent a good 6 or 7 episodes doing the simulation. So it takes a good 10 to 12 hours to get everything you need from the simulation. And 10 to 12 hours, that's more than what I spent. That's more than double what I spent on both Mochi's and Ogden's DLC missions combined. Ogden's took 4 episodes, and Mochi took 2. So, yeah, the fact that it took 12 hours to do Victor's took twice as long to do the 3rd DLC as it took to do both of the first 2 combined. That's just inexcusable. It just sucks. I'm sorry, I don't like it. And so that's why, when I finally got done, and I saw I still had more left over, I'm like, well, screw you. I'm not even going to give you all of that. You know what? Do I have 19? I do. I'll give you 19 of them, so you know you are 1 away from having all the information you need. You are forever stuck. You are forever stuck being 1 away from what you need. Screw your mission, Victor. I hate it so much. But, in any case, gonna sleep until morning. Now, let's head off on our final journey. So when I first came out here, yeah. So here's where I got the one of my first treasure pods. First episode, I think it was. First episode, when I came out here and or maybe it was the second episode, because I remember the first episode I spent a lot of time just kind of talking about like how I would talking and updating everybody on how I was going to be focusing on video game streams from then on. But yeah, regardless of what it was, I remember the first time I came out here and saw all the pink slimes. It was the start of my journey. And then I read through all of the Hobson reports. Oh man, that's great. I love Hobson's story. I think it's such a great story, and I love how it unfolds simultaneously with Beatrix's own story. That's really cool. And then I came down here, and saw the tabby slimes. Got to see the tabby slimes, and that was fun. Yeah. Oh, there's so much here. There's so much. So much nostalgia. We've been on this journey for so long. We've been on this journey for almost 2 years. Well, Beatrix has been on this journey for over 2 years now. But this series has been going for almost 2 years. Come the start of August, it will be 2 years. Now, this is going to be over before the start of August, obviously. I plan on finishing this today. The final part will come up later today after this episode. But yeah. Oh my god. And there's a secret passage up there. Yeah. It leads all the way over here. To all these, weird bone-looking things. This, like, obviously, this has to be this whole area, the dry reef, a coral-crusted ocean floor that now basks under a golden sun. This was the bottom of a sea. This was once the bottom of an ocean, which means these are bones from some kind of giant creature that once lived here. And there's all these ancient structures. There's all these ancient structures. Like, they had to have been built by some kind of ancient civilization. Yes, hello, kitty. Hi, kitty. But yeah, they had to have been built by some kind of ancient civilization. The question being, did the civilization exist before or after the water receded and it became what it is? My guess is after, considering how we see so many similar structures worshipping slimes. And the slimes come from the slime sea. I imagine the slime sea arrived after the ocean receded. So this was once a water world. This world was once a water world, and then something happened and the ocean receded, or maybe it was just a natural ocean receding thing that was happening across thousands of years. Maybe that was just a natural phenomenon. And then after that happened, it became the slime sea. The slimes began to sprout up, and then some kind of ancient civilization showed up and believed that the slimes were gods or deities or something like that. And they built all these monuments to the slimes. I think that that's probably what wound up happening. But then, I think that something must have happened to drive them further away. I think that something must have happened. I think that their main base was in the ancient ruins, and they expanded out to the far corners of the far range. And then something happened. Something happened, and they wound up having to retreat. They wound up having to retreat and leave and go to the Glass Desert. But then the Glass Desert started going berserk, and they were under constant threat of those firestorms. And so they built that teleporter that's at the end of the Glass Desert here. And then they all just went out. They all just left. They left the planet to go to the great beyond, leaving behind all the monuments and buildings and everything that they had created. So yeah. And then years later, humanity found the far now Through our space exploration, we found the far range, and we're now using the slimes to get their plorts, because each of their plorts are used for various things. So, yeah, it's really cool. It's very cool to think about the lore of this game and theorize what exactly happened. I think that what I just described there is the lore of the game. I think that is exactly what happened here. I truly believe it. But to talk about where we are, this is where we found one of our Gordos. It was a pink Gordo. And I remember that one because it gave us a key. It gave us a key. That's an easy key to get. The pink Gordo, I love the pink Gordos since they can eat anything, and it only takes 30 items to fill them up, instead of 50. And then here's one of the portals. Here's one of the 3 portals. That's awesome. Alright. Continuing on with our tour. Wow, 30 minutes in and we haven't even gone to the moss blanket yet. Wow, This is going to be a long episode. But yeah, this episode is not stopping. Not until I have gone through all of the... Not until I've gone through the entirety of the Far Far Range once again. And then over here, this is where we had a Phosphor Gordo. This was also another easy Gordo to get. It also had a slime key for us. So... So now we run through here. I think I'll go ahead and go. I'll go ahead and have Beatrix sleep. Okay, Okay, let you go. I'm gonna let you go do your thing while I'm out. I do wish that the advanced drones were a little smarter. Like, I wish that you could say, hey, bring this food to this corral specifically, and bring this food to this corral specifically. I wish you could do that. But, you know, that... But, you know, maybe, if not in a future update, then perhaps in a, perhaps in a sequel, if there ever is one to this game. I would love for there to be a sequel. I think that would be really cool. There's a lot you can do with this. There's a lot they could do to expand the story. But yeah, so we came in there, just like we did the first time. First time we were trapped here. We couldn't get back. We had to go through the entire area in order to find a way to get back. But now we have a teleporter over there to help us get back. So... Oh my god. So there's so much here. And then down there was a treasure pod. There's a treasure pod down there that we opened up. Yep, right there. And there's a danger area right there. This still looks weird. This seriously looks weird. Yeah, this like still has not been fixed. It's a weird graphical glitch that I found like ages ago, and it still hasn't been fixed. Yeah, we got like 3 layers of the same texture over and over. It's so weird. I don't understand why we need that. Yeah, and then down here we can go down here and it leads over there. We'll go over there here in a bit. I'm gonna show all this off. And then we've got this area filled with flowers. We head up here. Got another treasure pod there. And then here we've got a nice little pond. We've got like, this is the whole mushroom area. We've got that whole mushroom area here. And that's really cool. And then we go over here. And this over here connects back to the area we were just at. That big open area. And then up there, yeah, up here, this is where we found a honey Gordo. This is where a honey Gordo used to be. We popped him pretty early on in the game too. I think I popped almost every Gordo. I think I missed 2 Gordos and wound up finding them later on in the playthrough. But I think I got all the other... I'm pretty sure I got all other Gordos in the game within the first 12 episodes. So... But yeah, the first 12 episodes of this playthrough is the... That's where the story took place. Like, everything after that is just post-game. So I spent 12 episodes in the actual game, and then, like, 112 more episodes in post-game stuff. Oh, man. This game is 90% post-game. I mean, you could, I guess you could do all of this stuff before actually beating the game. I suppose there's nothing really stopping you from doing that. So, hey Parker. Yeah, I suppose there's nothing really stopping you from doing all the stuff that I've been doing in post-game. I suppose there's nothing stopping you from doing it all, like, doing it all before beating the story. It's gonna be tricky. You're gonna be, like, constantly walking on eggshells, trying not to activate certain parts of the game. Because, like, once you activate certain parts of the game, then, like, that's it. You're gonna, like, that's pretty much it. You're going to be forced into different, like, story elements. I'm doing good, but this is where we found a hunter Gordo. I remember that guy was a pain to get all the chickens for. Because, like, you need a lot of chickens to feed that guy. And here we have our second Hobson portal. And that's really cool. Then we've got this this whole area that has a couple treasure pods that we've already opened. And then down here, there's this long area right here that has a nice little pond going throughout the whole area. This is where you can get a lot of like puddle slimes and puddle and booms and honey slimes. They show up in drones here, so I'm pretty sure I took advantage of that at one point. But yeah, that's really cool. And then there it leads you back. It leads you back out here. Now I'm gonna head off to. The frick. I'm blanking. The Indigo Quarry. I played this game for 123 episodes. You'd think that you'd think I'd know this by heart. But no, I'm dumb. So... Oh, the Indigo Quarry. Still beautiful. Still gorgeous looking. I love these little, like, crystal spires. We don't even know what they're made of. Are they natural? They have all these weird textures on them that make me think that they might be made by some kind of, like, by the ancient civilization that came here before us. Like, so are they actually natural, or were they made by that ancient civilization? We don't know. It's a mystery, but it's really cool. It's a really cool mystery. I absolutely love this area. It's so pretty. Very treacherous, though. Hi, Lucky Slime. I don't have anything for you. I have 0 food. I'm just gonna watch you disappear. Because I don't have any food on me. God. My favorite thing to do in Slime Rancher. Honestly, I think my favorite thing to do in Slime Rancher is just to spend time taking care of the slimes on my ranch. Like, just taking care of the slimes on my ranch. I would say that's my favorite thing to do in the game. Simply because there's something very cathartic and calming about taking care of the slimes that you've collected. Like, it's very calming. You know very much what to do to take care of them. And yes, it's repetitive, but it's also kind of comforting in a weird way. And look at that. Look at that view! Oh, that is gorgeous. This is one of the things that I love about Slime Rancher. Like, it has very simplistic designs, but it is so gorgeous in its simplicity. Which one is my favorite? Now that really that really depends on if we're talking just pure regular slime or slime combination. If we're talking a pure regular slime without being combined with anything else, it would absolutely be the Puddle Slime. I love these things because you don't need to do anything to take care of them. They just sit in their ponds and make you money, and that's it. They're adorable. They're so calm. They never cause any problems. They are just like the best slimes. But if I were to say my favorite slime combination, it would be a combination of mosaic slimes and dervish slimes. I have them on my ranch, and I call them galaxy slimes because they look like little galaxies. They look very beautiful when combined. Kinda quirky. Yeah, that's pretty much my channel in a nutshell. Kinda quirky. And it's nighttime. So I'm gonna head back over here and head out this way. Oh! Ow! So first I'm going to head in here. And here we've got our crystal slimes. Very dangerous. I'm going to stay up here where it's safe. Ah! But yeah, you got a little crystal slime cave right there to get a lot of crystal slimes in. And then here you got a cute little puddle. You got a cute little pond with all these puddle slimes. Yeah, I'll show them once I'm done showing off the Indigo Quarry area. We're almost done showing that. But yeah, we got a nice little pond, and I've got puddle slimes here. I got the secret style for them activated, which means now they look like little lily pads. They're adorable. They're so cute, and they just kind of float around. They don't do anything. They just float around. It's so cute. I love them. I love the puddle slimes. Uh-oh, tar! I'm gonna head over here. Woo! And here was another Gordo. It was a rock Gordo. We popped it and it activated this portal that leads us to the Fireflower Island. So yeah, Fireflower Island. I love the fireflowers. They're so pretty. Fireflowers, these things, they are my favorite, my absolute favorite decoration in the game. Love them. Love them to death. Like, I wish those kinds of flowers existed in real life. I would have a flower garden full of those things. They're so beautiful. Look at this! Look at how pretty this is! Oh my god, I love them! I love these flowers! Oh. And this used to be where another Gordo was. It's just a random jellystone. Oh yeah, like I got a jellystone. I got a jellystone at some point over here, and I just never took it back. Because, you know, it's jellystone. Who cares? Another tar! But yeah, here's the third Hobson portal. Another slime altar. Actually, you know what? I don't need any more plorts. I don't need any more new bucks right now. Okay. Let my energy fill back up. Boom. Alright, awesome. And then we make our way through here. Here's a cave. And this is where this is where a rad Gordo was. There was a rad Gordo here. Yeah, and it led all the way out here. Yeah. Oh god. So much nostalgia. So pretty. Nope. Actually, you know what? Yeah. I'll go ahead. And here in this area, this is where we found another rock Gordo and popped it. Huh. I put these here, but I put this here, but I forgot to leave a source of food. Huh. Wow. I probably should have put down some kind of teleporter link. Oh well. So here we have the galaxy slimes. We have the little... Look at that! They look so good! I love these guys! I love these guys. They're so awesome. They look like little galaxies. Ah, they're so cool. That's my favorite slime combination. Nope. Well, okay, well, I don't want to put this single jellystone into a silo, so goodbye. Yeah, they're really cool. I really like that. I really like the galaxy slimes. That's my favorite slime combination. All right. And now we head this way. And we head in here. First time I came here, like even now, it still Such a pretty sight. It's such a really beautiful area. And I love how the music changes to being so somber and quiet. As if you've entered into a completely different world. Like, oh, I love this track. I love this quiet track. It's so pretty sounding. And we got all the plorts that we needed in order to toss them into these little keyholes, and then we lit up all of those, all 7 of those gems, and opened up the door that leads to the ancient ruins. Definitely the most mysterious place in the game. Like, this is like where the ancient civilization lived, where the place the ancient civilization called home. Before they expanded to all other parts of the far range. Yeah, and then we got our first phase lemons from one of these trees. And then, like, quantum slimes. Oh, God. I love the ancient ruins area. I love this area. It's so mysterious. There is just so much intrigue behind this area. You never quite know exactly what to expect when you first go in here. It's very interesting. Man. And then you go up here. Look at this. Oh, look at that sunrise! Oh, that's so pretty! Look at that sunrise! I love that. That is so pretty. That is such a pretty sunrise. I love it. And here we've got our little echo net to attract all these different echoes. All these little orbs of light called echoes. So that's really cool. I like that. Then you come over here. This is where we found a boom Gordo. A boom Gordo, and had to pop that. That also took a while. Any of the Gordos that require meat usually take a while to get, because, like, chickens are not something that is super easy to come by. At least not until post-game. Once you've done all of Mochi's stuff, then chickens are a lot easier to come by. But until then, no. Like, it's tough getting chickens up till then. Oh, it's not open. I need to go open it. Where's the switch? Here's a switch. Alright. Alright, so now boom. Now we go over here. Alright, so now we let our energy build back up, and then we head out. And that's the end of the ancient ruins. There's a portal to get back to our ranch if we so choose, but we're not going to go just yet. We're going to go down here. Oh, man. This was an exciting moment when I first got to it in the playthrough. When I opened up this door for the first time with the slime key, and then made my way in here. And then I had to use quantum plorts. I had to use 5 quantum plorts in order to activate this. Then I walked in for the first time. Boom. And then I slowly made my way out to see the new world that awaited me. The Glass Desert. The Glass Desert, which is just it is simultaneously the largest area in the game, as well as being just the most beautiful. All of these things sticking up out of the ground, these are supposed to be like flames frozen in time. It's like, how cool is that? Hobson even theorizes that maybe they're not even frozen in time, but burning at such a pace that our minds and eyes can't even perceive them. So they look frozen to us because we can't perceive the kind of time that they are taking to burn. Like, that's so cool. That's such a cool thought. Oh, this area is just so gorgeous. And when it gets nighttime, when nighttime comes around, it looks even more gorgeous. It looks even more gorgeous because of the moon, and how absolutely massive the moon is, and how the moon is... we'll see it when nighttime comes around, but... After we came here, we found these little ponds with special water that allowed us to bring these little areas to life. We gave special ancient water to these little plants, and it made these little pockets right here where life blooms in the glass desert. Oh my god. So many memories. I'm remembering all this stuff like it was yesterday. It's so vivid in my mind. And here we have the ancient water that only lasts for 30 seconds. Oh, and we found a Dervish Gordo here. And there we go. So as long as we stay here in these areas that have lots of life in them, as long as we stay here, we can't be hurt by the firestorms. They can't hurt us. So see, there's... Yep. These little fires, these little embers, they burst as soon as they hit the outer ceiling of the area that has life in it. It's protected. Hello, little fire slime. I don't need you. I don't need fire slimes anymore. But I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Looks like it's almost over anyway. And then we came here, found another pond with ancient water, brought even more of the glass desert back to life. And then there's this area. Yeah, an ancient. There's a secret style treasure pod. And here's even more areas that we brought back to life. And then there's this, like some kind of ancient building. It's some kind of ancient building that the ancient civilization made. So we don't know exactly what the purpose of this building was, but it was clearly meant to be like some kind of... It was some kind of big structure, and over the years it's just been destroyed and taken over by nature. And that's so cool. And yet, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that out of shape. So, like, the stuff that's still intact still looks pretty good. It doesn't look super ancient, which just adds to the mystery of this ancient race of this ancient race that hung around slimes. You know, there's so much we don't know. There's so much lore to this game that just goes completely unnoticed by most players. And then here we've got the big main area of the glass desert, which is really cool. I really like it. And now, we head over here. We make our way through this tunnel. We'll go there in a minute. And then here we have this huge area. We have this huge area right here. Just absolutely brimming with life. Because we used the pond over there to bring all of it back. Oh, here we are. It's nighttime. Look at that. Do you see that? There's a slime face. See the mouth there? And then there's the eye, and then there's another eye that's hiding behind the building. But yeah, it's a face. The moon is a slime. The moon is a giant slime. That's so cool. It does make you wonder. That does make you wonder if the ancient civilization who thought that the slimes were deities, what if they're right? What if they are deities? Because in the end credits, we do get to see a bunch of different slimes be massive and planet-sized. So the idea that the slimes are deities, maybe that's not too far off the case. Maybe slimes exist and they continue to eat and grow until eventually they leave the planet and until they eventually leave the planet and they themselves become planetary bodies. They become moons and suns and other planets. That would be cool. Like, if that's what happens, if that's the case, if these slimes are actually, like, deities, they are the origins of planets, that's really cool. That's really interesting. So yeah, like, I think that that's a really, really cool thought. So I can get behind that kind of thought process. I think that adds a lot of like really cool lore to the game. But now we get to the last area of the game. We came up here. First time I came through here at the beginning of the playthrough in like episode, what was it, 10? I think it was. Screw you! Screw you! I don't want to deal with this. Let me enjoy myself. Poo. Stinky. I'm just gonna wait for this to pass. So. But yeah, it's this game. I love this game so much. So good. Going through this whole game again. Just traversing the world again. With a new set of eyes. A new set of eyes after 123 episodes of playing this game. Like, just traversing this world again, not on any sort of mission or goal, but just for the sake of traversing the world, just for the sake of taking in the sights. Like, doing this again after so long, like, this game really is gorgeous. It is such a beautiful game. It is incredibly simplistic in its design, but it is beautiful in its simplicity. Its simplicity is part of what makes it gorgeous. And I just love it for that. I absolutely love it. It's so good. Even just the simplicity of like the way the fire works. Even the simplicity of the way the fire works, like it's clearly just meant to be a little like JPEG 2D image. It's clearly meant to be just a little JPEG 2D image. It's not actually burning the whole stick there. Like you can clearly see it on the side, but no matter what way you turn, the JPEG turns with you. So it always looks like it's burning. Even though it's not, it always looks like it is. Like it's such a simple thing, and yet when you get a little farther away from it, see? It looks like it's you can actually see the you can see the little burn marks, the possible burn marks of where it's burning. It looks like it's you get a bit further away, and it actually looks like it's actually burning the thing. It's only when you get real close to it and inspect it that you see the simplicity of it. But it's still gorgeous in that simplicity. That simplicity is honestly what makes it gorgeous. So when you came up to here, you had to choose which door to go in. First time I played this game, the very first time I ever played this game, I thought that I had to make a specific choice. I thought my choice meant I thought like if I go into one side, then that means I choose to stay here, to stay in the game. If I go into the other side, it means I choose to end the game. And that means I won't be able to play in this save file anymore. Like I thought that was the case, and so I was like, oh God, please tell me I'm not picking the one that makes the game end, because I'm not ready for this game to end. I want to keep playing. But no, both lead to the same thing. Even though Hobson straight up says that you have to pick one or the other. Like it's saying, he's saying that like he had the option to cross over into the true beyond to begin the ultimate adventure, but the other door is Thora because he fell in love with her, and that the universe had one piece of his heart and Thora had the other piece. 2 doors. He had to pick one or the other. And so I thought, oh god, is this it? I can only pick one door and that's going to decide the ending of the game? But no. Strangely enough, when you come through, you see both doors lead to the same place. And that was very weird until that was really weird until I thought about it a little more. And it makes sense. It makes sense because Beatrix already made her choice. That's why both lead to the same place. Her choice was to come here to the far, far range and leave behind the woman she loves. The woman that she loves. And leave behind the woman that she loves in order to just have a life of adventure here on the far, far range. But she still loves Casey. She still loves her. And will always continue to remember her. And so, while she did choose adventure over her love, she continues to remember the love of her life very fondly. And hopes that someday she might be able to go back and see her again. So yeah. I think that that's very poetic, the way that both doors lead to the same place, because it just kind of shows that that's Beatrix already made her choice. And then you come down here, and then he says that this was an altar that takes you to a completely different location, but it's not working. This thing doesn't work. And then you come over here, see this, and you see that he made his choice. He went to Thora. And I've tried everything I could think of. You can't get to the top of this. I have tried several different ways. You can't get to the top of this thing. I wish you could. It'd be amazing if you could. I would love to see the world from up there at the very top. But look at that view. Look at the sunrise. Look at the sunrise on a new day. Look at all of those pillars out in the distance. We don't know what those things are. It's like, are they natural pillars? Because, like, they're all shaped in such a similar way. They're all rectangular in shape. Like, that doesn't look natural. That doesn't look like something that could be natural. But this is an alien world, so we don't know. Maybe it is natural. Maybe spires like that do pop out of the sand sea. And it really makes you wonder exactly where we are when you can't see the slime sea anywhere in sight. Like, I do think that maybe in the maybe this is the complete opposite end of the planet for the far, far range. Mainly because in the other area, in areas outside of the glass desert, you can actually, like, see the moon, but you can't see the face. You don't see the slime face. It's on the complete opposite end of the slime face. The slime face is on the complete opposite end of the moon. But then you come here, and that's when you see the face. That leads me to think that this is on the other side of the planet. that what we are, when we see the slime face, we are seeing it from the opposite end of the planet. I think that's where the glass desert is. But then that makes me wonder, there's got to be something separating where the glass desert is from where the regular world is. Because if there wasn't, then wouldn't it all be the slime sea? But here we have the sand sea. So yeah, there's a lot of mystery there. So there's clearly something separating. There's clearly something separating the two locations. And you know what? I'm gonna just let myself die. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of these. Feed. Then go ahead and get these. Feed my slimes. All right. Alright, I'm gonna feed all of my slimes. Alright. All right. Okay. All right. Hello. Gamer Girl Icy. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Now I need to feed my Galaxy Slimes and my Pink Panthers. And then check on my Puddle Slimes. Alright. Toss all these in here. Boom. Alright. Toss all my pogo fruits in here. Yes, they are. And I got my pink panthers here. Alright. Oh, thank you for the follow. Alright, now I'm going to check on my Puddle Slimes real quick. Make sure you guys are doing okay. Yeah, you guys are doing good. Everybody still alive? Nobody jumped out? Yeah, everybody's still good. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm gonna fill up my water real quick. Alright. Alright. Well, I think that that's going to do it. That's going to do it for this episode. This episode was a long one. 1 hour and 38 minutes. That's quite a long episode. These episodes usually only go for about an hour, but, you know, it took that extra 38 minutes in order to give the full tour of the Far Far Range. And you know what? It was worth it. So, join me for the next episode where we will end this series. We will end this series by selling all of the plorts that are here in the that are in all of the corrals and all the plorts that we have saved up in the silos. We will sell all of it and see how much money we can make. We are at 1,130,000 right now, and 93. We are at that many new bucks. Let's see what we are at by the end of the next part. So that's exciting. That's exciting. I'm gonna enjoy doing that. So join me for the next episode for the exciting conclusion to the Slime Rancher playthrough. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good jazz. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody!